Hello and welcome to a review of Hard West, a turn-based indie strategy game developed by Gambitious Digital Entertainment, available on Steam for $20. Although I personally don't play many turn-based strategy games, Hard West sold me with its setting, and on this front, it wholly delivers. The cel-shaded graphics give the gritty Wild West a grim, atmospheric feel that matches the mood and narrative of the story. Here, you'll play as Warren, a young man whose family set out on the Oregon Trail. Without giving much of the game's story away, things went horribly wrong. Warren finds himself on a vengeful path, selling his soul to the devil in exchange for retribution. It's a captivating, well-thought-out narrative that immerses the player in the game world with ease. The story is told through 8 scenarios, each of which maintains its own subplot. The voice acting and music are solid throughout, and the cutscenes, though limited, are great too.
Souls haunted and possess the living, pushing them past the edge of sanity. In this harsh and dangerous country, no one had it easy.
In each scenario, there are 2 main loops. The first is the tactical encounters. This is where the turn-based strategy element of the game comes in. Combat will feel familiar to anyone who's ever played an XCOM-style game before. Your characters can take a limited number of actions per turn, choosing to move, attack, or perform a special action. The game has a simple cover system. You're either fully exposed, half-shielded, or fully shielded depending on the object you hide behind. Depending on your location, your enemy's location, and the cover that your enemy has, the game gives you a % chance of hitting your target if you choose to shoot. Each of your characters has a certain amount of luck, which is a sort of currency in combat encounters. You start off with a base amount of luck depending on the character. The greater the luck you possess, the less of a chance your enemies will hit you. If they do manage to land a hit, your character will gain more luck. In my view, this system adds a healthy dose of uncertainty to the game. One gripe that some people have expressed is that you can't save during tactical encounters, as in, there's no redoing a turn if you mess up. And if you die to an enemy at the very end of a mission, you're out of luck. You have to do the mission over. This became especially frustrating during missions when enemies' turns seem to drag forever. If you die at the end and have to do the whole thing over, the magic of the stage is, in my view, lost. I found this to be a bit frustrating at times. In a single-player game where no one's competing, why not give the player the option to save each turn if he or she would like? Instead, you can only save when you're viewing the overlay map, which is the second main game loop. Here, you maintain an overhead view of the world as you manage your gold and resources to barter for weapons, pray at churches, mine gold, etc. It's the game's way of moving the story forward, and although it's not terribly boring, the fact that gold and weapons don't carry over from scenario to scenario left me feeling like choices didn't have that much impact. Still, arming each character with a particular gun before tactical encounters did personalize the experience a bit. And the card system was pretty neat too. Before an encounter, you can drag cards that contain either active or passive bonuses to each character. For example, I gave Warren a cannibal card that enabled him to feed off the corpses of dead enemies to regain health. This system too works well. Just drag and drop the bonuses you want to attribute to each character. Difficulty-wise, I found the game to be pretty challenging even on medium. Since the game's story and setting are what really makes it stand out, I later switched to the easiest difficulty. Some people on Steam reviews, however, were reporting the game is too easy. I guess it depends on your experience within the genre. Overall, I feel like Hard West is a bit of a missed opportunity. This is a game with a ripe story, interesting characters, and solid graphics. The Wild West is territory that's not often explored in video games, so I give props to developers for capturing the grit and grime of the setting. That being said, the gameplay doesn't stack up with the story. The encounters felt tedious and drawn out. There's even a stealth system in certain encounters whereby you can subdue enemies. This felt tacked on and only took away from the combat, which again was too slow for my taste. If you're a fan of turn-based strategy genre, or of the turn-based strategy genre, I would give Hard West a try if it goes on sale. The story alone is worth it in that case. But the story can't make up for the gameplay at normal price, especially if you're a newcomer to the genre and you want excitement in the combat alongside the narrative. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.